Today we're going to talk about best practices for painting your vinyl siding. Okay, so the most important thing we're going to do here is make sure the vinyl siding is clean. Salt in the air, we want to make sure that's removed from the siding. We want to remove surface dirt as well. I have a piece of siding here. As you can see, this has been cleaned, but it still has stain marks on it. We don't really necessarily need to worry about the stains. The paint's going to do a great job covering that, but we just want to get any surface contaminants off the vinyl siding. Two great cleaners I love to work with are TSP. TSP comes in a powder form that you mix with warm water, and it's easy to work with. Use gloves, just wash out the vinyl siding, and then make sure it's fully rinsed afterwards. Another one all the shops carry is called Crud Cutter. This is brilliant for doing anything around the house that you need cleaned, but if you have any spot priming you want to do on vinyl siding, it's certainly a great product to work with. I'd like to use a 3-inch brush. Any bigger than a 3-inch brush, and the brush you'll find gets too heavy in your hands and your hand will get too tired too fast. 3-inch brush is really nice to work with as you work across. Vinyl siding is very accepting of coating. When it's clean and ready to go, it really wants to grab the coating from you. So as you're spreading across, you'll see it really wants to pull, it really wants to soak in and penetrate. Easy to work with, long brush strokes. So one thing people get intimidated by when they're going to paint their vinyl siding is they'd have to buy scaffold or rent scaffold or anything like that. The good thing when painting siding is it's mostly a brush and ladder job. So you could set up your ladder safely on the side of your house. If we have to stop at a point like this and then move our ladders and start again, that's okay. We're not going to get lap marks when it comes to paint into vinyl siding. Now we do suggest 2 coats of product, but you'll see it gets really well covered after 1 coat either. This paint dries in about 2 hours. You could certainly get the second coat on in 2 hours. A couple tips you want to follow when you're painting vinyl siding is try and not paint in the direct hot sun. The problem with painting in the sun is the vinyl siding would be hot to touch. The sun's heating the paint as well, so the paint would actually dry prior to giving it a chance to really adhere onto the surface. Another tip would be don't paint when it's too windy. Similar to how the sun would quickly dry the coating, the wind would be an accelerant as well and dry the coating prior to it's given its chance to really bite into that surface. Benjamin Moore has many colors that are suggested for vinyl siding. It's always suggested to stay from the vinyl safe list. Here, we've gone from a very dark red color into a light beige, and that's safe because we chose one of our vinyl safe colors. What you'll find is after an hour or 2, this paint is fully dry to the touch and ready. You're able to put on the second coat within 2 or 3 hours, and then it's completed. Long-term maintenance would be very easy to do. If you see any spots that get dirty from contaminants or stuff in the air, you can usually just grab your paint, get it out and touch it up. One thing we run into often is we find people see painting their vinyl siding as too grand of a project, too big, too hard for them to take on. I'd always suggest, pick a nice color you want to work with. Maybe just start on one side. Safely set up your ladders, set up your drop cloths. If you can work in 2s, that's great. Just do one side. I think you'll be surprised how fast and easy the project goes. And once you've done one, then you can slowly move to the other 3 sides of your house, and you'll really improve your curb appeal. It's amazing how fast this happens and how well it looks when it's done.